What is going on currently now in Nigerian politics, could it have happened when we were governor? The answer is no.
Since morning, when I hear that news from the Punch, say Obi don't agree to be Atiku running mate, I've been looking for Obi everywhere.
This is what I'm saying. While we are doing videos to warn them and sensitize the youth need for electoral reforms, what's the plan? The 30 go soon reach. Today na 9 and be 10. The 30 go soon reach. We're gonna stand in front of our state assemblies.
Atiku asking Peter Obi to be his vice. Now see finish.
Today we expose a political alliance already dead on arrival. The widespread one-term deal between Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi for 2027.
Our leaders, they are now very known worldwide for making a decision to walk in the darkness of destructive selfishness.
The Tinubu regime came to bury Nigeria after Buhari killed it. And people...
Okay, fellow Nigerians, please, quick announcement. I just want to let you know that we don't create online petition.
We ought to stop this thing about winner take all. That's the problem. I will recommend the Belgian model where the Walloons and the Flemings are different people, but they've come.
His life imprisonment, the amount you steal is not less than 10 years imprisonment. So,
hello everybody, welcome back to Plan B TV News Gist and Blog. The way Peter Obi is going about this political ambition, for me, is unserious. Have you guys heard the latest news? Like the latest gist right now, that Peter Obi is making alliance with Atiku, not as the president, but now, in coming 2027, Peter Obi will serve as a vice president under Atiku. Me, I don't know if it's going to be with Labour or PDP or they're going to merge, but this is the latest development now. It shouldn't be like, okay, guys, they lie, this one a rumor, but I want you guys to watch this particular video. We'll be right back.
What is being said is that Peter Obi is being offered the vice presidential slot because I think if Atiku from the north come back, it's all nice for Atiku, but one thing I will tell Peter Obi is that a vice president is a spare tire, and you are dealing with a seasoned politician. It's left to you to know if you can trust this man not to throw you to the dustbin by the time he gains power and becomes president. If I were Peter Obi, I will not risk it. If I were Peter Obi, I would not risk it because it just doesn't make sense. The Constitution doesn't provide anything for you statutorily. So you could be made vice president and you could be jolly well be worse than the man who made fun of the other person and said he was an ice cream seller. You understand? You remember we once had the vice president one time, I can't remember who it is, who said that though he was going to handle defense and his president will handle this one.
Is this vice president?
Oh, is this vice president?
Yes,
I didn't know.
It's this one.
Yeah,
only.
It's my memory.
So today we expose a political alliance already dead on arrival. The widespread one-term deal between Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi for 2027. Let's go real. Obedience once cried from the rooftops, do not be equally yoked with unbelievers. But now the same Peter Obi, their so-called messiah of purity, is flirting with the longest presidential desperado in Nigeria's democratic history. Atiku isn't just a serial contestant. He's a full-blown political addiction. 6 attempts, 0 success. A one-man opposition dynasty stretching across decades. And now, to crown his tragic comedy, he proposes a one-term presidency just to lure Obi into an unholy marriage of convenience. What moral ground does this alliance even stand on? The man who called the Labour Party Twitter noise now wants to sleep in the same bed with it. So let's talk about logistics. Where will Atiku even get his foot soldiers? The PDP governors, they are already deserting. Pastor Uno Eno of Akwa Ibom is reportedly preparing to join the Progressives next month. You know, the Delta State and Rivers State are already far gone with Bayelsa on board. Then, of course, Labour's party, the only governor of Abia State, Alex Oti, is quarter to Otilo. Zamfara, that one pays homage to Baba in the villa like he's visiting his dad. The Kano State governor is looking towards Asiwaju for 2027 in exchange for his own re-election. Enugu governor is more of Agada. That's one leg here, one leg there. The cracks are already, showing. Defections loom. Then, for the National Assembly, it's been drained daily. Lawmakers are dumping PDP, NNPP, LP like yesterday's newspaper. And yet, sources tell Punch that Atiku plans to run again, and this time around with Peter Obi as his running mate. Now, here's the part they don't teach you in political science. The Dubai monkey parable, which we would leave you with as a lesson today. A foreign man from Dubai walks into a quiet village. He offers to buy monkeys at $100 each. The villagers rush into their forest, sell him everything. The next day, he comes back and raises to buy each monkey for $200. Then the villagers they dig deeper and empty their reserves. Now he promises to return the next day, and this time around he's going to buy the monkeys for $1,000. But guess what? He doesn't come back. Instead, people from the next village shows up with monkeys, selling them at $700 each, and the locals bought them in bulk, waiting for the Dubai man. But guess what? He never returns. And this turns out that the Dubai stranger patterned with the next villagers and saw scarcity as hope. Atiku is that kind of man. When he held power, he sold Nigeria to bodies in the name of privatization. And the obedient, well, they are buying a lie at premium price. This has been Truth Unveiled, where we don't chase monkeys, we expose the handlers. My name is Osigwe Moikiroda, and I'm the principal and CEO of Bush Radio Academy.
Atiku asking Peter Obi to be his vice. Now see finish. You know what they call see finish? Now see finish. Mr. Atiku, you've forgotten that Obi got 25% even in your state, Adamawa. Obi got 25% in your state. You are asking our own Peter Obi to be your vice. Atiku, you wrecked PDP, sir. You are the one that wrecked that party. The day they allowed you back into that party, now virus then bring back. The party have given you chance how many times? And you still won't wreck the little value remaining in PDP. Why? What have they done to you, Atiku? You have children that you can put forward. Why must you be the president? It is southern time, blessing time. Northerners have had their own 8 years of Buhari. He finished the country. He messed up the system. We are still swimming in the basin up till now. What did you forget in government in Aso Rock, Atiku, that you want to go and take? As a leader, you have wrecked PDP. Now PDP is now carcass. PDP is now carcass. If you didn't go into that primary, if you had allowed Obi, Wike, and others to do their primary in peace and select their flag bearer in peace, PDP will still be like number one now. Come on. You finished the party and you are still struggling to go back. What did you forget in the villa, sir? What did you forget there? It's southern time. 8 years to the north. Buhari has used your 8 years. Now you want to come and take our own. Asking Peter Obi to be your vice. That's an insult. Peter Obi will flog you, flog others any day, any time. Free, fair, credible election. Atiku, enough is enough. As a leader, see what you have done to party now. Nigeria is going one party state because of your dream. How can you allow your dream to be so destructive? It's so toxic that it is affecting even opposition in Nigeria. As an elderly man, come on. Appa, look at what you are doing to the party. You coming to Obi to be your vice is a serious insult. Go and check the last result. Obi got 25% from Adamawa. Clear. Obi flogged you in Abuja nicely. How can that person now be your vice? It's not Okorocha. Everybody has left you. PDP governors, they are all gone. Senators are gone. Everybody gone because of this your dream. How can someone have a dream that is so destructive and you are still chasing the dream? Abba, leader should be leader.
For the history of Nigeria, vice president is just like zombie. They have nothing to do. Even when the president is not around, only person that tried to even pull that role of active vice president was Yemi Osinbajo under the 3 months when Buhari was sick. But when Buhari came back, everything he did that was making people to applaud and praise him, he scattered everything. Nobody, look at Kachi Shettima. Even if Tinubu travel now, Kachi Shettima cannot even do anything. The only thing they could just have to help that man with is the billions of mansion they built for him in Lagos. That's it. If Peter Obi becomes president today, even as much that Atiku said allegedly that he's going to be 1 time 10 president, okay, maybe the next time they switch, I don't know how they are going to plan it. But I know if Peter Obi agreed, that means Peter Obi is the most dumb, daft, and most moron person that I ever see. Anyway, for God know, he have not been so active. A lot of people are saying, why can't you just call for a protest because of the things and the way things are moving in Nigeria? That guy is so calm, waiting. I don't know what he's trying to do, but maybe he thinks that he will still have the same force that he had before during 2023 presidential election. But coming 2027, now, do you know that Tinubu have already kicked off his campaign ahead of 2027, even as much that he have done nothing ever since he been in power? Now, I want you guys to watch this particular video.
So maybe Ganduje is right then to have said that 2027 is a done deal for the APC. What do you think?
Well, let's first of all commence this program by reminding us what Martin Luther King Jr. said. He said everyone must decide whether he will walk in the light of creative altruism or in the darkness of destructive selfishness. Our leaders, they are now very known worldwide for making a decision to walk in the darkness of destructive selfishness. You can imagine a people that are consumed by insecurity. This morning, 15 persons have been killed in Agatu, local government of Benue State. In Northwest, they have become a basket case, have the highest number of out-of-school children. They are the poorest. And then, what people busy themselves to do is to be talking about an election that is 2 years from now. Let me tell you, those sycophants that you saw there, they're not up to 1,000. All the political leaders in the Northwest, they're not up to 1,000. The population of Northwest in Nigeria is about 67 million persons. About more than 60 million persons. About 27% of the entire Nigerian population. Democracy is the government of the people, not the government of APC or some sycophants in the Northwest who are not interested in the welfare and security of their people, but in how to acquire power and money. It is shameful. We are not even up to 2 years of this regime, and people are consumed about who will be the next president in the next election. I tell you honestly, I feel disgusted. But like I said, they've made a choice to be walking in the darkness, pure darkness of destructive selfishness. These are people that steal what they don't even need. Let me give you an example of what I'm trying to say. If you recall, in Delta State, you saw how a drama went on there. Official defection to APC. In that podium that was in Delta State, you will see men who have been convicted by Supreme Court for bribery and corruption in dollars in the name of integrity. You will see men that have been known to be pocketing dollar in their danchiki openly, looking at whether anybody is seeing them. Those same people are still being called by their states to give account of their stewardship as governor. And they are evading by all means unknown to go and answer for what they have done. Their surname is now classified as dollar. And you saw some people there who are invited by EFCC to give account. So there you are seeing association of professional criminals made up of suspects made up of accused, made up of convicts. These are facts. Are these people the people you think that will give you light of creative altruism? I have now known the philosophy of APC. In Delta State, their spokesperson came out and mentioned the ideology. They say they are taste of palm wine politicians. And let me tell you something about palm wine. My father was a traditional chief and had a DOC, a palm wine tapper, that brings palm wine for him in the morning every day. The one that the bottom has not reached the ground. Always swell. And that palm wine, if you don't refrigerate it, it can change taste more than 20 times in a day. And if you allow it to stay a day or two, it will be so strong you can use it to make local gin, kai kai. So these are politicians that are unstable like water. I guarantee you that a lot of them will work even for the opposition come in the next 2 years, because they are taste of palm wine politicians. They say when the taste of palm wine changes, they also change.
Me, I don't know why Atiku is so desperate to become president. This guy have been campaigning for God knows for how long now. If eventually becomes president, don't you think he will even be far worse than Buhari and Tinubu put together? Because this guy has spent all his looted money in campaigning for decades now, and he have lost woefully. This time around, if eventually he becomes president, don't you think he will have to take back all the resources, all the money that he has spent for decades? That is the same thing that is happening to Tinubu now. Tinubu, after bribing a lot of people, allegedly, both the INEC, Chief Judge, a lot of people, now all he's doing is sit down, oh, let's just take 1 billion for refreshment. Oh, let's take 10 billion for electricity. Let's take billions for yachts. Let's take billion for private jets. Let's take they have been taking and taking and taking and taking, and they have nothing to offer, because this man has spent hell to make sure that he gets to that office. Now, for him, he's just trying to retrieve back all the money. Now, I want you guys to watch this particular video of Amaechi on how he addressed, if he was still in power, I don't think that he will allow Tinubu to do all these kind of things that Tinubu is currently doing.
What is going on currently now in Nigerian politics, could it have happened when we were governor? The answer is no. And you said no. We will confront the government. We will confront the president.
I want to ask this question. What is Peter Obi afraid of? Peter Obi is so weak, and his weakness has destroyed Labour Party. Nigerians are standing for him, but he's not standing for himself. When Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was president, Buhari and the other people never stopped protesting. When Obasanjo were president, Tinubu never stopped protesting. But now those people are in power. Boom! Peter Obi is going here and there, talking for unnecessary things that are uncalled for. Organize a protest to demand for this electoral reform. But he's not saying anything. They put and leave everything on Peter's head. I'm not talking about Peter Obi. I'm talking about the Peter, the human rights activist.
Okay, fellow Nigerians, please, quick announcement. I just want to let you know that we don't create online petition. Apart from the one where we don't go submit for National Assembly, where we do our 30 days countdown, it also good so that every Nigerian go get opportunity to put their own self too for a petition. So that petition was created by a young lady, one Miss, I don't know whether she go want make I call her name. She reached out to me, sent an email and asked for my permission to create the online petition. She don't create them. So after this video now, I will post that petition. Please, just take few seconds or minutes to sign it and also share them. Let the signatures of everybody, those people where they in the diaspora, if you want, so that it will show that it is a collective movement. Say Nigerians have come together to demand electoral reform. So put yourself for that petition, sign it and share it so that other people too go see. Today is the 12th of the 30 days countdown. I am still appealing to Nigerians. Make una no give up, make una no tire. You see some people, whether you are in the north, whether anywhere, everything must not have to come say na me. This thing is not even about me. me. Sometimes when I hear people, you know, Peter, I just feel humbled. This thing is for all of us. If we no fix INEC and election, honestly, between God and man, we will not be able to fix anything. Because just yourself think the person where when they complain, everybody will they talk insecurity, no good, food inflation, hunger, unemployment, they prepare for 2027. So if we continue to complain about all those things and we not put eye for the 2027, if they come back, share we won't spend all our life they protest. Now it make you see say they put body on top of this INEC matter. Me myself, I know the one where my eye they see, but that one, as far as God they with us, he don't already put shock absorber for our body. This Nigeria go better. Just ensure that you continue to do your part. May you no tire, no they discourage. Share the message. I will begin to hold Twitter spaces. I go send a flyer. My Twitter handle Peter for Nigeria. Anybody where they on X, sorry, they don't call them X now. If you they active or they just they post, they join. Let us hold the conversations. If you are in the north, you are in the west, and you have formed a group, you can do it. Just let us know so that all of us go come together, put body. This thing no be one person thing. It's not about any one person. It is a collective fight for our collective freedom and survival. May God help all of us. Know that you are not alone. You will never walk alone. May God be with us, and may all of us be alive to see and experience a better Nigeria that we truly deserve. I love you. I'm sending you my thoughts and my prayers. My name is Peter for Nigeria.
Anyway, but I want you guys to watch this particular video of this man. We'll be right back.
Basic problem is that the Western democratic liberal model has failed Nigeria. As you know, we've worked on a new constitutional process for 25 years, since 2000, and nothing. I think it's time to rethink and reimagine our democratic experience. It's not working. It's not inclusive, it's divisive, it's full of fighting, it's a winner-take-all. People want power, nobody wants to be in the opposition. You see the opposition people all jumping into the APC. The process is not working. So personally, I would advocate something homegrown, autochthonous, what I call consociational democracy, where we build our institutional democracy around our institutions. I am a very strong person for finding a role for traditional rulers. King Charles is the constitutional monarch of the United Kingdom, and he has a role to play. He's going to Canada. He's playing a role in the trade process. He's got a good deal with Trump. So I think our constitutional process should include the traditional rulers. Quite in what way, I'm not sure. We ought to stop this thing about winner take all. That's the problem. I will recommend the Belgian model, where the Walloons and the Flemings are different people, but they've come to an arrangement whereby there's inclusion. So whatever process we want to adopt, the first point would be to discard the Western democratic liberal model. It's not working. The second point I want to make is to also discard the Western liberal economic model. It's something that enables only a few to extract. If return on capital exceeds return on development, why would anybody want to develop Nigeria? So these are the two broad points I think we need to take into account in reimagining a new Nigerian experiment. Otherwise, I started at 29. I keep saying this. Now I'm 72. So you, Rufai, I know you're a young man. 20 years down the line, you'll be saying the same thing. So if something hasn't worked for all this time, is it not time we think through a process? My final point would be, let us stop this nonsense about saying that the APC wants Nigeria to be a one-party state. It's the opposition. It's the opposition. If a guy comes to my wife and takes her away, who would I blame? The guy or my wife? So I don't blame the APC. They want to win power. And the reason why this is so is because it's a winner-take-all. Nigeria is not at the point where we can afford this winner-take-all process. We must include. How that will be done is beyond my own competence. But I think that those are the building blocks for a new Nigeria.
But then this son, what he said about Nigeria on how to reform and everything, for me, the man is right. But would these cabals allow these things to work? No, it's not going to be possible. It's not going to be possible because all of them, I'm not saying some, I'm not saying 90% or 99% of them, but allegedly all of them under APC, it is not even up to 0.5% that came into office through free, fair, credible election. All of them snatch power, snatch and force their way in through the help of INEC. What is Peter Obi doing? He's just folding hands, thinking that Nigeria will also come out massively, put up their efforts, and 2027, Tinubu took their power again, stole it, and everybody go back. Nigerians are tired.
Peter, how you say go be? I know sabi all these churches, especially for sensitive matters. One thing I believe is that the only way to take back this country or make a difference is by force. Dialogue will not help us. Dialogue with the government, I'm putting it to you. Dialogue with the government is calm. I already know these motherfuckers will not reform the electoral rules. Except you are saying we should make videos to sensitize our youth so that they know what they are fighting for. But we know these motherfuckers don't rate the youth. We know they are not going to give power to us freely. We must take it. Oh, this is what I'm saying. While we are doing videos to warn them and sensitize the youth need for electoral reforms, what's the plan? The 30 go soon reach. Today na 9 and be 10. The 30 go soon reach. We're going to stand in front of our state assemblies and say until they reform electoral rules, no movement. Or more take flight, come Abuja. This might just be the great call that we have been waiting for. And God will use you to open our eyes now to that direction. After the 30, what next? At this now, mid on the 30. I did that they wait for now. Nigeria is that predictable. Like Nigeria is that useless. Anybody that is sincere, whether big or small, we know I just peeled facts. After the 30, what next? My own opinion, as we are prepping the youth and telling them about election reform, we are begging National Assembly to do electoral reform. Let's also prep ourselves for the 30. That's most important. Because without electoral reform, these issues we keep complaining about will not stop. How are we going to be able to vote them out when their person is the INEC chairman? How are we going to do it? We just keep complaining and complaining till 2031. No, nah. Am I shouting? Sorry. I just thought we should inculcate the plan for the 30 into our whole video. And please, I'm begging all social activists, all media influencers, lend your voices to this electoral reform. Tag your favorite influencers in the comment section. Please. I don't want to call one. Maybe I don't say I call one. I don't call another. Please. We know we need this. This is the only thing that can save Nigeria. Or better say, starting point. Please. This guy has done so much. He don't try. I think if any of us no go feed one, we don't think him. So please. My mood does not change again. Kai, Nigeria will just ruin your mood. Kai.
If no effort is being made by Peter Obi before 2027, Peter Obi should step aside, like what Kenneth Okonkwo said. He should step aside. The guy is so weak. If he's not fighting for that INEC to be reformed, like especially Yakubu to be removed, you should forget it. Even if Yakubu is removed and another person is beat there, they should make sure that Beavers is active. Not by them allocating billions. At the end of the day, they did not do nothing with it. Now, Tinubu is in power. There's no how you're going to tell Tinubu that this thing that brought him to power, that he should change it. No, he's not going to do it. He's even going to do it more to favor him. How are you going to make sure that Tinubu work in favor of Nigeria? Peter Obi is just for the end. He's not saying anything. Opposition. Atiku, on the other hand, traveled, is in Dubai, folding hands, waiting for 2027. They will occupy streets again, using Nigerians. And once they lost election, this one is going there to talk. They should occupy streets now, like what Buhari did during the time of Goodluck, and what Tinubu also did during the time of Obasanjo. They should occupy streets. If Peter Obi refused to speak about this, he should also step aside. Nobody should campaign for him again. Showore, for me, is the only man that I thought will also work for Nigeria, but then they will not release power to him. I don't know why Nigerian youth are not giving him listening here. I'm not for him, neither I'm against him, but I believe that is the only man that will work for the betterment of Nigeria. Not because he will just come there to be working, but those that have eaten Nigerian money, they will vomit it. Peter Obi will work, but definitely we just want to move on. He will not want to talk about what all the money they have stolen. He will just want to move on because he's that kind of peaceful person. The only thing we'll be doing, Nigeria want to buy this, they want to buy aeroplane, say don't need it. Nigeria want to buy car, he say, no, I don't need this. Nigeria want to do this, so I don't need this. Maybe we'll be living that kind of peaceful life, which I believe if we do, maybe we want to work, but we want somebody to pay dearly for it, for the crime they have committed. Like what is said in this particular video, there should be death penalty for those that are embezzling Nigeria money.
Africa has no reason to be hungry. All we need to do is to do the right thing. All these things are being affected by corruption. Because people no longer find value in hard work, in productivity, in entrepreneurship. You started your own business. You are working hard to earn a living. Today, people who have no daytime job live better than you live by far. People who have no office live like stars. So it is a crisis. So we must deal with the issue of corruption aggressively. Maybe what the Chinese people are doing. Make sure that the amount you steal is death sentence. The amount you steal is life imprisonment. The amount you steal is not less than 10 years imprisonment. So when you deal with it strictly, then you start investing in critical area of development which you can achieve organically by ensuring that those who will elect, one, are competent, two, have the capacity. Because you can be competent, but you have passed the age where you have the capacity to work. You must have the capacity to be able to move around and do the right thing. Three, have a compassion. And leadership without compassion is not a leadership. A leader must be somebody who feels that, listen, we have to do things to the people. Citizens-led leadership. You must go 24 hours be thinking about the people. Anything short of that, you will see that. And all these things come with your character, with this and everything. So it's a critical thing we want to. But thank you for initiating the lecture.
No. I mean, we all still powerless, but we're not too powerless. So we can make our own individual contributions. At least in the future, our children will not ask us, what did you do? You keep complaining, but you did nothing about it. So, but it seems that they are trying to encourage all of us not to bother. It's just to say, don't even talk. Don't even say anything. And because your friend is in power, then you should stop talking. So the only people you can criticize are your enemies. So, and for me, criticism is an advice. I don't see criticism as an attack. No. It's an advice. You know, if Tinubu is my friend, then why can't I advise him? Even worried that we said he was a soldier. When I wrote the memos against him, he invited me to a meeting. So, and I went there, I didn't go there with a CV. I didn't say I needed a job. I told him, I said, all presidents before you, I advised them. I appointed myself special advisor with that portfolio free of charge. And I gave a compilation of what I wrote to other presidents. And he even asked me to autograph. I signed for him. That's a soldier. Then we now have civilians who says we can talk. So what do we do?
And everybody's keeping quiet.
Everybody's what do we do?
One thing is to say it, another is to make sure it comes to pass. Will Peter Obi occupy street to make sure that even before it gets to power, something like this is being implemented? No. Coming next month, June 16, that there must be an electoral reform. If there is no how election will work in Nigeria. He's waiting for the hints to use Nigeria, and then up till now, Peter Obi have not said anything. He just remained dumb, daft, and why am I calling Peter Obi? Because he's the main man that Nigeria have their own confidence and hope on. But the guy is not really that active. I wish there is something we can just do to switch Nigeria attention from this Peter Obi and put it on Shogori. But I don't really know. Maybe I don't know if it's going to be possible. I don't know why people are not giving him attention. Peter Obi will work, but there's nothing really different between Peter Obi and all these people. Peter Obi will work more than them, but it's going to be tough. Anyway, I rest my case here. I love you guys. Peace out. Please comment your thoughts. What do you think about this? And I'll be waiting for you guys in the comment section.